I still remember back in 2013 when watching the first season of Breaking Bad. The show had a small following back then, but I was there from the beginning. However, I remember watching the first season and thought it was okay. Who knew it would turn out to be one of my favorite series of all time? Then it ended, and once again, I was left searching for a show that could fill the void. Better Call Saul was announced before the season finale of Breaking Bad, but deep down I thought there could not possibly be more stories to tell with the Breaking Bad universe. They should just let it be, as what made the Breaking Bad universe so good was how they'd planned for an ending in the first place, unlike other shows. Well, I was so wrong. There was so much more to tell, and honestly I dare say this, Better Call Saul topped Breaking Bad, and to me that was impossible, but it did it. Today, I will share why I think Better Call Saul topped Breaking Bad for me, and how they did the impossible. My favorite part of Breaking Bad was the transformation of Walter White. Here, we get to watch Jimmy's transition into his alter ego Saul Goodman, and to watch how far he has changed from season 1 is a journey, as you learn how his work background, family, and love life affected him, and created who he is in season 6. It is more complicated than just a chemistry teacher trying to provide for his family, adding more layers to the story. I hear a lot of people complaining about the Breaking Bad universe, how they never mentioned Kim or other characters. Honestly, they didn't have to. It was Walter's show, not Jimmy's show. So I really didn't see the point, as it would only make Breaking Bad more convoluted, as all the new characters from Better Call Saul are connected to Jimmy. I loved all of them. Let's start with Kim. Kim is honestly one of the best female characters written for television. If Rhea Seehorn doesn't get nominated, I would be upset. She deserves to win. Then we have Lalo. Lalo is now officially my favorite Salamanca and topped Gus as a villain, for me at least. Whenever he is on screen, I just wish it never ended, as in every moment he vibrates with energy. The little moments and action you can see shows you how much of a monster he is. Pay attention to those little details if you rewatch it. That is the power of moving picture. All the side supporting characters from Nacho to Howard are all just as likable. Breaking Bad mainly follows Walter White. Here, we have more stories going on as it touches on various legal issues and how it affects and changes Jimmy. All of the side stories slowly lead to Jimmy's transformation. The side stories give you a briefer but also keeps you wanting to know what happens next. There were moments in this show that made me laugh out loud and showed us why we like Saul's presence in Breaking Bad so much. His handling of different situations and making a joke about any situation is always a joy to watch, using his humor to get out of problems or get himself into even more giant snowballs. One of my biggest worries about the show is how they are going to sprinkle characters from Breaking Bad all over it. It didn't. In fact, I think when it did, it justified the use of it. I was worried that as we get close to season 6 we would get bombarded by that, but instead the creators still reminded us that this is Jimmy's show and not let Walter or Jesse overshadow it. There is a scene where Jesse meets Kim for the first time in front of Saul's office, and he asks her, "Is he any good?" And Kim replies, "He was." That scene was heartbreaking. The scene didn't feel forced whatsoever. In fact, it feels naturally placed and adds to the tragic story of Jimmy's transformation. So, there you have it. Better Call Saul did the impossible and topped Breaking Bad for me. Season 5 is still my favorite. It was top notch and tagging behind a season 3. Season 6 was just as good. However, I thought some episodes could have been combined. And then there was an episode that did not fit the tone after an epic mid-season finale. But when we reached the show's end, it wrapped it up perfectly as we watched the curtain close for Saul. I believe it was a fitting conclusion for Saul, but also for the Breaking Bad universe. So, what are your thoughts on Better Call Saul? Do you think it is better than Breaking Bad? Comment below and let me know. And subscribe for more about films, TV shows, and your next travel ticket.